Welcome to our very first episode of Helena Living. We certainly hope you got to spend some good quality time with your family over the Thanksgiving holidays, but on this episode, we're getting into the Christmas spirit. We'll chat with our onstage business, Tyler Decor Haven, about how she made her dreams of owning her own decor business a reality with a twist. On our real estate segment, Penny talks with Kelly Ogden from Synovus Mortgage about options for first-time home buyers, and then she'll sit down with Mayor Hall to get the scoop on what's going on in Helena. And finally, we'll get a lesson about Christmas from some preschoolers at Primrose School of Riverwood. We are so excited to bring you the first episode of Helena Living, and we really hope you enjoy it. Our onstage business of the month is Tyler Decor Haven, and I'm here with the owner, Lisa. So Lisa, can you tell me a little bit about Tyler Decor Haven and what prompted you to start this business?
Yes, my father has always been an entrepreneur, and he got sick last year, and before he passed away, I'd always told him I wanted to do something for myself. So last May, I broke my foot. I was out of work for 3 months. And in that time, I had a lot of time to think. I'm a full-time nurse, so I was off of work at that time. And I just decided to, I love decor and I love crafting. And in that time, I did a lot of all that, and I just said, I want to make life easy for people. Life is too hard. And so Mom and I drove through Heavenly Donuts drive-thru one day, and literally it was like God had been shining a light down on me. And it was my father talking to me, and that's where I get the name from, is Tyler Decor Haven. His name was Don Tyler, and every day I feel him pushing me more and more with this truck and just trying to make life easy for people. Life is too hard, and so just trying to make decor accessible for people, women especially. So just throughout the day, just travel wherever.
I love it because you have no excuse. I mean, when a decor truck is in your neighborhood, your husband really can't say no, right?
No, people literally stand there and just look at the truck in awe and can't believe how I have decor on a truck. But literally, people just love the idea, and it is something different. It's new. It's never been done as far as I can tell, and they just love the idea that it's just simple. Who wouldn't want to run to the front of the neighborhood and grab a cotton stem for $9 instead of driving to Hobby Lobby?
I agree. There is always a place for a cotton stem somewhere in your house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But people are, why drive 45 minutes with kids in tow and just make it easy for these moms that work very hard every day.
Right. So how long have you been in business now?
About 12 weeks. I'm currently have about 6 or 7 more showings. We did Griffin Farms here, and that was awesome. Other than that, we just do private parties, neighborhood events, festivals. We were at Ross Bridge last Friday.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about how this works and what you have in the truck for people to buy.
So literally people walk up on stairs into my truck, and I have anything from cotton wreaths to several different types of wreaths. I have candles, cotton ring holders, lanterns, any kind of affordable Christmas gift. I have a bunch of new Christmas items, but just trying to make it affordable to everybody, not just one target of population of people, just trying to make my prices affordable. But anything farmhouse you want, I have.
So you do have some extra stuff for Christmas? Do you plan on having that?
Yes, I have a lot of Christmas stuff, just trying to stay in the groove of what's going on, the trend of things, and have a lot of good Christmas stuff, but I want one of everything, to be honest.
Good deal. Well, that always says a lot about a business.
Yeah.
So can you tell me exactly how people can find out where you're going to be?
Yeah, so currently we have a Facebook page and Instagram. It's Tyler Decor Haven on both of those. And then we are currently working on a website to where people can order and we can ship to people just to make it more convenient.
All right, I know that's a pretty big truck, but do you ever set up outside at a venue, or is it strictly in the truck?
No, we do. We have some larger items, some mirrors, some cathedrals, some arches, things like that. So we just set up our tables outside to display it for people to know what to do with the decor that we have, because I know, as well as everyone else, it's hard you have a bunch of decor in front of you. Sometimes you don't know what to do with it. And so if you show people what to do with things, it prompts them to want to get more for their homes to make it more beautiful. But if you show them what to do, it makes it easy, which is my whole concept with this truck, is to make life easy for people.
Next time you see this truck around town, make sure to check it out.
Hi, I'm Penny Miller with RE/MAX Advantage South, and today I'm here with Kelly Ogden with Synovus Mortgage. I know that we're heading into the holiday season, and a lot of folks think this is not a good time to buy or sell a house, but it really is. If you are thinking of selling, Now is a great time because you not have tons of competition like you're going to have in early spring where everyone seems to put their house on the market. If you're buying, you also do not have as much competition with multiple offers and everybody trying to beat you to every house that hits the market. So today I wanted to talk to Kelly about some of the misconceptions of getting a loan and starting the process. Kelly, what is the most common thing you hear when people say they're not ready to buy?
The most common things are, I don't have any money. There's no way I can get into a house. I have not saved enough.
Right.
And then the other one would be, I don't have credit that's going to be worthy of being able to get a mortgage.
So let's go back to the down payment. What are some of the programs that are available for people with little or no down payment?
Well, I'm glad you asked because that's the one that makes me laugh because it really doesn't take a lot of money to get into a house these days.
Right.
There's a lot of 100% programs out there, which means zero down payment. Now, you have to be eligible and you have to go through the process to see if you're eligible because many of them are income driven
Right.
and some are property driven. But that is an option for people to be able to get into a house without any money. If the property isn't eligible or the buyer makes too much money, then there are the governmental the governmental loans like FHA or VA.
Right.
And those require 3.5% for FHA and another 100% for VA. And then you've got your conventional loans, which are 3% down and 5% down. So that idea that mom and dad used to tell you where you have to save 20%,
Right.
you have to save
It's
20%.
not the case anymore.
Not the case anymore at all.
Okay, so if somebody has, say they have a little blemish on their credit or no credit, what kind of things are out? I mean, what kind of options do they have?
Well, I think that's a really great question because a lot of people are so afraid they don't even look.
Right.
And my motto is get your head out of the sand and let's just look at it because it might not be as bad as you think.
Right.
And if it is, if you go to the right mortgage person, they will happily work with you to make sure that you can get your credit where you need to. Credit is very interesting. People think I'm just going to pay off this bill and close it, and that's going to bring my
That doesn't
credit
always
up.
fix
And
it.
it is just the opposite. It
Yeah.
causes your credit to drop.
Okay.
So you really need it. Credit is counterintuitive. You need to work with someone to make sure that it gets where it needs to get the right way, the most efficient way, the most effective way. So to answer the question, I think that credit is key, and obviously we can get you in with average credit. If it's bad, we got to work on it.
Right.
And if it's none, if you don't have any, we actually have a couple of programs where you can buy without credit.
Okay.
We have to make sure that you've got some alternative credit out there, but we just explore the option and try to put you in the right loan.
So what kind of programs are out for a first-time home buyer? What kind of options do they have?
Well, there are several that are not even necessarily specific to first-time home buyers, but that are geared to first-time home buyers.
Right.
So, for example, we have 2 loans that we hold in-house. They are portfolio loans, and our company, Synovus Mortgage, we hold them. And they are geared towards that low to moderate person as far as their income goes, who's not quite to the next level yet.
Right.
And it is a 100% loan without mortgage insurance. So it's pretty fabulous. And then you've got, like I mentioned earlier, you've got your typical FHA that a lot of first-time home buyers like. And then we have bond programs that we get through Alabama Bond for those people who need a down payment, that if they qualify for it, it'll actually pay their down payment for them.
Oh, awesome. Okay, and so the whole process from the time somebody finds a home until they close their loan, what is the norm for that?
Penny, I wish I could give you a straight answer, and but it depends. If it's a traditional, conventional FHA loan, in and out in 30 days, no problem. When you deal with the government loans, the bond loans, the USDA loans,
Right.
sometimes they take a little bit longer because you're dealing with a government entity. And so it can take up to 6 weeks. But almost all loans you can be in from the day you start to closed in 6 weeks. Most of them in 30 days. It's not nearly as long a process as people think.
Right.
Particularly if they take the time to get pre-approved before they start looking. Then you can really shorten that time frame.
Okay, so it's real important, the pre-approval process. That's before people go and get their heart set and they find the perfect house to be, hitting the knees and find out they
Yes.
can't get it.
Yeah,
So-
I can't imagine how sad that is. You fall in love with the house and you find out it's a little bit more than you can afford. Or if you
Right.
just waited a month, you could afford something like that if you paid off this one little debt over here. So I always beg people, come in and talk to me first before you go out there and make that offer, because you want to get that first house you fall in love with.
Okay, well, thanks so much for being with us today. And if you have any questions about where to start in the mortgage process, please give Kelly Ogden a call at Synovus Bank. And I am here in Helena. I would love to help you if you're looking to buy, sell, build in a new development. Please give me a call or check me out at pennymiller.org. On this month's City Connection, I'm here with Mayor Hall. I want to thank you for being with us today. I know that you are a longtime resident of Helena and you've been the mayor since 2012.
That's right, yeah. Appreciate you being here. Just such a great time we've had since 2012, and just enjoy being the mayor here. It's all about serving. It's all about making where you live be a better place. And so we work hard to do that. And when I say we, it's a collaborative effort. It's not just Mayor Mark Hall. It's the city council, it's the committees, it's the volunteers, it's the people that live here that make Helena what it is.
What are you the most proud of, the biggest accomplishment since you've been in office?
Well, gosh, that's hard to say because, even the little things are important. But I guess the biggest thing is we got the high school going on time. We opened on time. Things were in place for that. We had to continue and pick up and run with. The city itself had to build the athletic facilities there, which was about a $7.5 million project.
Right.
We've put another $3 million in that over time. So that in itself, which helped bring our community together like nothing else has, to give us that community pride and community spirit. So I guess, helping get the high school going and get us where we need to be there with athletics and extracurricular activities that we can help with, as a city. Of course, we've made some improvements. We had a big project at our wastewater treatment facility. When we came into office, kind of had a panic because, the Department of Environmental Management, if I can get that out, said,
Right.
hey, you're going to have to spend $20 million to bring this plant up to speed. So we kept working and got that down to an $8 million project. So we saved our customers and taxpayers almost $12 million
Wow.
by doing things that we could do with engineering firms that helped us get to where we need to be. So we're very proud of that. A few little road improvements, but the biggest are yet to come. So
Right.
just so many things, attracting new businesses, working with businesses that wanted to be here to make sure they could open, and to make sure they're a good fit for us, here in Helena. Because, we're not the big box, but we do need things that we need to keep our tax dollars here and also offer services that are unique and needed by our residents. So there's just so many things.
For people that are thinking of coming here or businesses, what do you think is most appealing about the city of Helena for someone?
Well, with a city of 18,000 people, we're no longer a small town.
Right.
But we want to keep that small town feel. We don't want that to go away or evaporate with growth. So what I'd say is, be prepared to come to a town that accepts you and takes you in as part of the family.
Right.
And we try to cultivate that and make that, a part of what everyone expects in a small town, even though now we're a large town in size as in Alabama. An 18,000 populous city is now, a small city in Alabama. So just to keep that small town feel, keep that welcomeness, safety is a big thing, public service, and to keep those good things happening for everybody so they're comfortable being here.
Okay, well, we're rolling into 2018, and what's on the horizon for Helena? What's some big things coming up, like the sports and rec or with our youth sports? Are there any?
Well, speaking of park and rec, we're building a new soccer field. It's going to be close to a $150,000 project
Right.
or thereabouts. And we're hoping to get some grant money to go with that. We did get some good news, but we're not ready to say we got some grant money for that. But
Yeah.
we're constantly searching for that. We're looking at 3 or 4 different road projects to improve the road. One of the biggest projects we're looking at is right here at Helena Elementary School, where there'd be about a $2.7 million improvement. Some turn lane issues, red light issues there, to help keep traffic moving
Okay.
during those times where school's in and out. It's long overdue, but we've been asking for money for
Yeah.
years and years. So finally, the Greater Birmingham Regional Planning Commission has some federal dollars that they can help us kickstart that project. So that's about $500,000 we'll get to get that going here just soon. The other big project is the Highway 261 project.
The
that we're-
bypass?
Well, it's not the bypass. Highway 261 that leads out of town is a 4-lane project we're looking at. We're going to cooperate with several other governments to get that to happen.
Okay.
ALDOT is on board with that. We've moved it up the list on priorities. The bypass you're talking about can't happen until this 4-lane project happens.
Okay.
Because you can't empty traffic into a 2-lane. You can't
makes
build a
sense.
4-lane and empty it into a 2-lane. So if we can get this first phase done, then that bypass can get back, in the kickstart mode as well. But that's a big project for us.
Okay.
So if we can get the other cities surrounding us that it affects as well to kick in some funds there with the Alabama Department of Transportation, I think we can get that done too.
What about any businesses or maybe new developments that are coming that can maybe give us a peek?
Well, a lot of that, you've seen some of the new ones, the Waffle House, which is a
Yeah.
great addition for us. It's stayed busy. Some of the little eateries we've added, All Original Pizza replaced Hungry Howie's. There's another really great restaurant coming to Old Town. The owners aren't ready to announce that yet. And a lot of that depends on the people that are investing here when
Right.
they want to announce that. So it's not really up to us to announce those early. But as far as developments with homes and new businesses with homes, we're trying to keep lot sizes large. We're trying not to over inundate with small,
Right.
heavy density subdivisions anymore. But we're having good luck with that, and we're working with developers on that to keep that moving forward. Without growth, you die. So we can't cut everybody off and say, oh, we've got enough people
Yeah.
here. So we have to do that, but do that in a controlled manner. And so that's what we're doing.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for being with us today. And, this
Great
is
to
our
have you.
first edition of Helena Living.
Hey, I
and-
think it's great. I think Helena Living is going to be a great asset to the community. I know you've done it in other communities, and I think it's just going to be great for the city.
Well, thank you.
Today we're at Primrose School of Riverwoods, and in keeping with the theme for this month's episode, we thought what better way to get in the spirit than to view Christmas through the eyes of a child. What do you think Santa looks like?
Have a beard.
He has a beard. What color is his beard?
White.
White. Let's see, how does he get to your house?
I know I don't his sleigh.
He comes down your chimney? What happens if you don't have a chimney at your house?
Then he'll fail.
He'll
And
fall?
he'll higher. No, and he'll come in from the front door.
Can you tell me the one present you want Santa to bring you so bad? What is it?
I feel I don't. My mom said I could have a blue car.
You couldn't have a blue car?
Because I already have a blue truck and I want a blue car, but because my blue truck is in Michigan because I have more room to go around.
Oh, I see.
A dog.
A dog? Emery, what about you?
A Barbie. Oh yeah, Barbie.
Barbie? Kylie? What about you, Owen and Sarah? What do y'all want for
A
Christmas?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse? Sarah?
A American Hurricane.
What do you want Santa to bring you this year?
I know.
What?
Like the mouse witch doll.
Uh,
You just switch your head and then she has different color hair.
Oh, that sounds so fancy. What about you, Esme? What do you want for Christmas? Baby dolls? Oh, do you have names picked out for baby dolls? You do? What are you going to name it? Rainbow Rosie? That is a great name. I love it.
I want animal control, a robot cat and a robot dog. I know what I
Oh, wow. That would be fun. What do you want?
I want a race car that goes super fast and remote control.
That would be super fun. Is there one toy you really, really want?
Yeah.
What is it?
The one who gets the Southern Cowboys just comes into the run for the big.
That'll be fun to play
A
with.
race car.
A race car. Ooh, that would be super fun. Hannah, what about you?
I want a princess.
Oh, I love princesses. What about you, Elena?
A baby doll.
A baby doll. Do you have a name picked out for the baby doll? Not yet.
I want to have a new iPad because sometimes my iPad doesn't work on my cards because I can't hear it with my headphones.
That is no good. Maybe you just need new headphones.
Well, I have headphones at work, but I can't hear what they're saying. I
Oh.
wanted to get it, but it can't.
What else do you want for Christmas?
A Mickey Mouse.
Oh, Mickey Mouse. I love Mickey. What about you? What do you want for Christmas?
American Girl doll.
Oh, I love those. Do you know which one you want?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
The camping one.
Oh, cool. And then what about you, Miss Ma'am?
Wow.
Trolls? How does Santa get presents to our house?
She rides they ride sleds, and the reindeers have to fly. They fly, and there's Rudolph. And I don't know how those reindeers can fly and run because their noses are magic. And Santa does never say ho ho ho.
He doesn't. Do we know why reindeer fly? How do they fly?
Cause they're magic.
Is that how they fly? What do you think Santa Claus feeds his reindeer?
Carrots. Like this.
That's how he eats them? Is that how you eat carrots?
I put the whole thing in my mouth.
What does Santa Claus look like?
He has a white hat and he has a white beard and with a big clothes.
Red clothes, white beard, little chunky.
Santa called me last night.
He did? Why did he call you?
He used to tell me he knows that I like tacos. You saw Santa and my daddy loved him.
Your daddy loved him? Aw, I love Santa too.
I was kind of scared because I was free and we saw him and I was scared.
Is Santa Claus married?
No.
He's not?
No.
Y'all never heard of Mrs. Claus?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
No?
Yes.
What do you think she looks like?
She glasses, and hat, white hair.
White hair?
That was important. Big cheeks.
Yeah. How big cheeks? Yeah.
Big cheeks.
What do we think Mrs. Claus does all day while Santa's delivering presents?
She eats.
She eats?
And she drinks.
Taylor, what do you think Mrs. Claus eats?
Corn.
She eats corn? What is the worst Christmas present you've ever got?
Cold.
You got coal? Why do we get coal?
Because it's for bad, and then we get to get on the naughty list. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell rock the night. And on a horse open sleigh, over the hills we go, laughing all the way. Okay. Hey. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. All the friends and just you ride up the open sleigh. Hey. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Well, Santa, I hope you're listening because we sure do have some well-behaved girls and boys in Helena. Thanks for watching our very first episode of Helena Living. Be sure to like and follow our page to stay up to date on all our videos. If you know of anybody that you think we should spotlight or any cool things that are happening downtown, be sure to shoot us a message. And when you see us around town filming, make sure to say hi. From all of us here at Helena Living, Merry Christmas and see you next year.